Yes.
the ability that we can speak, our ability to speak as a human being, and the fact that people before could speak very well means was that they understood the and then words were also something that people will have direct connection with their hearts. Like words are windows to their reality. Like what I determine as success. Like for example, give you an example. Like if I believe success is a big house,
Yes.
a big
Hmm.
a big car, a big this, a big that, wealth and big tons of money in the bank, then my version of success and my happiness depends on whether I arrive at that or not. So how I understand, how I define words is directly affects the way I live my life or my state of my heart, right? And I guess those people back then, they were directly connected to the true meaning of words. In our time where words have become, like Heidegger said, public buses, a means to get to an end, and where we are in a situation in our world where words have no meaning, and then we just articulate words without having every real consciousness of what it means. And the people before, I realized that that even though the words that they said, or the words that the way that they speak and how they understood life, and to get to the core meaning or the principle of life was much more powerful than us. Was much more is much more powerful than us. They got to the
Yes.
core much easily. And I believe that, like, a lot of why, there's so much depression, so much the Prozac society, what we're having now, the Prozac society, and this the pessimism, victim philosophy that is inherent in this world is a result of this failure to realize who is this human being, and
Yes.
yeah, yeah. What do
So
you think?
I like to. I think that is very much correct because here's a, here's a question. If we accept that that Islamic view that the human being is a talking animal, the next question we need to ask ourselves is, what is the highest form of speech
Mm,
that a human being can articulate,
amazing.
right? And, and from the Islamic view, that is to praise Allah.
Allah.
There's no higher speech than that,
Mm,
right?
mm,
So, as I said, um, it's like mathematics, right? You start your argument, or it's like logic rather, better. You start your argument, then you build on it,
mm,
right? So, from an Islamic perspective, if if um if we go to the conclusion of the way Muslims understand the human being, we would say that you have to praise Allah. You have to do dhikr of Allah, right? So that's very important. And also to build on your argument, because of because we have lost the meaning, the true meaning of words. We no longer understand what the word love means,
mm.
the meaning of it.
Yeah.
We no longer understand what that means.
Mm,
We no longer understand, for example, the word God
mm,
means.
sure.
I mean, the word has been so bastardized that I don't use that word in when I write. I
Mm,
prefer the divine or providence or something like that, because that word has been, destroyed. And that indicates a lot.
yeah.
That indicates a lot about the society, this globalized society that we are living in,
Mm,
right? So sometimes, when I want to convey certain concepts to people, I would stay away sometimes from English words, right? I could either use, if I'm speaking to an English someone who speaks English, I would either use Latin or Greek, just to convey something. So freedom,
mm,
the word freedom, we don't understand that, so I would prefer to use liberty. Even the word uh, manhood, to be a man. You know, I would prefer maybe a Latin word like uh, to be a vir, which is the man. So from that word comes virile and so forth.
Mm.
So I think that our language has definitely collapsed,
Yeah.
has lost its meaning. The
Mm.
English language, that
Mm.
is,
Mm.
has lost its meaning,
Mm.
and that indicates a lot about our the society that we are in, this globalized society. It indicates a lot of things.